All right, let's jump into a really simple story, but don't let that fool you because this is a modern fable with a super powerful lesson about a challenge, well, that pretty much all of us are facing every single day. Our story starts off just like a classic fable, with that simple, timeless phrase, "There was a boy." And really, what this is a tale of two very different habits. We're going to see how these small, everyday choices can actually lead us down two completely different roads. So let's start with our main character's daily routine. So get this, how much time was he on his phone? A whopping 5 to 6 hours. Every single day. Just let that sink in for a second. That's a massive chunk of his day gone. Just like that. And what was he doing for all those hours? Well, it was that endless scroll we all know, right? He jumped from a game to mindlessly swiping through reels, and then, before he knew it, he was lost down one of those YouTube rabbit holes for hours. Okay, but here is where the story gets really interesting. See, he had a friend, and this friend is so important for comparison because his habits were, well, the complete opposite. And the difference is just, wow. You've got our main character here clocking in at 6 hours of screen time, and on the other side, his friend is at just 1 hour. That is a 5-hour gap in their daily habits. Think about that, a 5-hour advantage every single day. Life always has a way of testing our habits, right? And for these two, a big moment of truth was right around the corner. A single event that was about to show what that 5-hour difference really meant. And that moment of truth, it came in the form of an exam. The ultimate test of preparation, of focus, of knowledge.
So the big question is, what do you think happened? With these two guys on such different paths, how did it all play out in the exam hall?
Well, the results were pretty dramatic. For our main character, all those hours scrolling just led to his mind going completely blank. He failed. But his friend, the one who had all that time back, he didn't just pass. He topped the exam. He succeeded. I mean, you couldn't get two more opposite outcomes. And that moment of failure, as painful as it was, actually turned into the most important lesson of all. It forced him to stop and really confront the reason why this happened. And right then, in that moment of reflection, it all just clicked. The light bulb went on. He finally saw that direct, undeniable line connecting his daily habits to this massive failure.
So what was the big realization? This is really the heart of the whole story. He finally got it. The mobile phone itself wasn't the enemy. The problem wasn't using it. The real villain of the story was the overuse.
And it really all boils down to this simple two-step path. First, you have to identify the real problem. It's overuse. And once you know that, the solution becomes crystal clear. It's all about control. Which brings us to the moral of our modern fable, a line that just sums it all up perfectly. Control your phone before it controls you. It's such a simple warning, but wow, is it incredibly relevant for all of us today. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question, because this story isn't just about some boy in a fable. It's really a mirror for our own lives. So think about it. What's one small change you can make starting today to take back just a little bit of that control?